Very good morning to all the distinguished guests and esteemed members of the audience. It is with great pleasure that I, Atmika Shetty, welcome you to the highly anticipated book release of Growing Up with Nidhi, Book 1, Nidhi and Minchu. Today, we are gathered here to commemorate this significant milestone. So before we begin, I would like to commence this auspicious event with a moment of solemnity as we partake in a prayer.
ನಾದಮಯವಾದ ಈ ಜಗವನು ಕಾಯುತ್ತಿರುವ ನಾದಾತ್ಮಗೆ ನಮನ. ನಾದಮಯವಾದ ಈ ಜಗವನು ಕಾಯುತ್ತಿರುವ ನಾದಾತ್ಮಗೆ ನಮನ. ನೃತ್ಯ ನಮನ ನಾದ ನಮನ ಮಾಧವ ಕೃಪದಾಸಿರಿಗೆ ಅಭಿನಂದನ ಅಭಿವಂದನ ಶ್ರೀ ಸರಸ್ವತಿಗೆ. ನಾದಮಯವಾದ ಈ ಜಗವನು ಕಾಯುತ್ತಿರುವ ನಾದಾತ್ಮಗೆ ನಮನ. ಪಂಚಭೂತಗಳೇ ನಮನ, ಅಷ್ಟದಿಕ್ಕುಗಳೇ ನಮನ, ಸೂರ್ಯ ಚಂದ್ರರೇ ನಮನ, ಹಸಿರು ವನಗಳೇ ನಮನ. ಪಂಚಭೂತಗಳೇ ನಮನ, ಅಷ್ಟದಿಕ್ಕುಗಳೇ ನಮನ, ಸೂರ್ಯ ಚಂದ್ರರೇ ನಮನ, ಹಸಿರು ವನಗಳೇ ನಮನ. ನಾದಮಯವಾದ ಈ ಜಗವನು ಕಾಯುತ್ತಿರುವ ನಾದಾತ್ಮಗೆ ನಮನ. ನಮನವು ಕನ್ನಡಮ್ಮಗೆ, ನಮನವು ಭಾರತಾಂಬೆಗೆ, ನಮನವು ಕನ್ನಡಮ್ಮಗೆ, ನಮನವು ಭಾರತಾಂಬೆಗೆ. ಗುರು ಹಿರಿಯರಿಗೂ ನಮನ, ತಾಯಿ ತಂದೆಗೂ ನಮನ, ಬದುಕಲು ಕಲಿಸಿದ ಸರ್ವರಿಗೂ ನಮ್ಮ ನಮನ ನಮ್ಮ ನಮನ. ನಾದಮಯವಾದ ಈ ಜಗವನು ಕಾಯುತ್ತಿರುವ ನಾದಾತ್ಮಗೆ ನಮನ. ನೃತ್ಯ ನಮನ ನಾದ ನಮನ ಮಾಧವ ಕೃಪದಾಸಿರಿಗೆ ಅಭಿನಂದನ ಅಭಿವಂದನ ಶ್ರೀ ಸರಸ್ವತಿಗೆ. ನಾದಮಯವಾದ ಈ ಜಗವನು ಕಾಯುತ್ತಿರುವ ನಾದಾತ್ಮಗೆ ನಮನ. ನಾದಾತ್ಮಗೆ ನಮನ, ನಾದಾತ್ಮಗೆ ನಮನ.
Before we dive into the world of Nidhi and Minchu, here are a few quick insights. was indeed an exciting watch. Let us all extend a gracious welcome to the principal of Madhava Kripa School, Miss Jessie Andrews, who will now deliver the welcome address.
A very good morning to one and all present here. Good morning, children. Very, very nice to see you all. Okay, so we have gathered here for a very special event today. Okay, so it is about a book, and it's about a story book. Do you all love stories, listening to stories? Okay, do you all read stories? Okay, some of you will be taking the help of your parents to read stories, isn't it? All of you are knowing how to read storybooks? Are you all able to do it? Okay, fine. So do you all get storybooks as gift? Who goes to gift you storybooks? Mother, okay, then? Father, grandparents, uncle, aunt, okay, fine, very good. Okay, did everybody get an opportunity to read at least one storybook so far? Yes? Okay. Have you all been to our school library? Okay, there you would have got an opportunity to read books, right? Okay, very good. So, do you all know people write stories? Yes or no? Yeah, somebody will write a story. Correct? How do we call them as? The people who write stories as? Any idea? Writer, okay. Very good. Then? Pardon? Author, very good. Excellent. Who said? Very good. Shall we give a big round of applause for this child? Okay, so you all know authors. We call them as authors, those who write storybooks for us, right? Okay. So today we are here to launch a new storybook for you, okay? And the title of the book is Nidhi and Minchu. Did you all get to see some pictures here? Okay. Okay, if you go through that book, you will get all the pictures, whatever you saw. Okay? All right. So it is a very nice book. All right. So we have the author of this book, Nidhi and Minchu, with us. Okay, and her name is Rucha. So she is Rucha. We are really very happy to have you, Miss Rucha, with us. It's such a wonderful book. I glanced through the book, or I just went through the book. It's a very small book, so we can easily finish within 20 minutes for we elders. And I feel that, it helps us, the elders here should know that it is more for elders than for the children. Though it is a storybook for children, it is more for elders, I believe, for the parents and teachers. It helps us remind about the responsibility that we all have in the upbringing of our children. And also it is helping us to remind that we should remember that, we should make use of all the opportunities to inculcate values in our kids. And also it gives us tips on how to go about nurturing our children so that they grow to be a very good and strong adult as they grow up. So it's a nice book, and my heartfelt congratulations to the author, Ms. Rucha, and I welcome her on behalf of Madhava Kripa School. Shall we clap our hands and welcome Ms. Rucha? Who is Ms. Rucha? Who is Ms. Rucha? Who is she? She is the author of which book? Storybook. Which storybook? Nidhi and Minchu. Very good. Okay. So let me call a child here to welcome the author of Nidhi and Minchu to give a floral welcome. Come, child. We also have Dr. Virupaksha Devaramane as the chief guest for this program. He is here to launch the book for us. He is a psychiatrist working for Dr. A.V. Baliga Hospital, and he is also an author. Now you all know who are authors, right? He is also an author. What does it mean? He writes books, very good. Specifically, he writes books for elders. So as you all grow to be an elder in the coming days, you can read his books. Okay? We are really very happy to have you with us, sir, this morning. And Dr. Virupaksha associated with our school for a very long time because his kids are studying here, and also he has conducted several programs for our school, maybe for our higher class students, for our teachers, and for our parents. We appreciate and thank you for being a great well-wisher for the school, sir. My heartfelt thank you and a warm welcome to you. Shall we clap our hands and welcome Dr. Virupaksha, the chief guest of this event. I request another friend of yours to welcome Dr. Virupaksha. We have a very important person with us, Dr. Neeta Inamdar, who has played a very, very important role in bringing out this book, Nidhi and Minchu. She is the editor of this book. You know, it's a series of books. Nidhi and Minchu, growing up with Nidhi, is going to be a series of books. Do you know the meaning of it? Series of books? No. So this is the first book. Next year, when you go to second standard, you will get one more book. Okay, that will be published, written and published. And when you go to third standard, another book will come for you. Likewise, till you go to your 10th class, you are going to get a book from our author. Is it a good news? Okay, it will be helpful for you. Okay, these books are going to be helpful for you. And the editor of this first edition is Dr. Neeta Inamdar. I appreciate and thank you, ma'am, for all your thoughts behind this book. Very warm welcome to you. Clap your hands, children. Can you all see Neeta, ma'am, where she is sitting? Yeah, please come, child, to give a floral welcome. We have our correspondent, Mrs. Radhika Pai, with us. We welcome you, ma'am, and we thank you so much for your gracious presence for this very important event. Welcome you. Clap your hands, children. Please come on, child, to give a floral welcome. We also have the gracious presence of our dear vice principals, Mrs. Jyoti Santosh, Mrs. Shakilakshi Krishna, and headmistress, Mrs. Asha Naik here. Welcome you all. Today you need to give a good exercise for your hands, that is by clapping your hands, okay? All right. I would like to acknowledge and welcome Mr. Arvind, managing editor of Manipal Universal Press, who has again played a key role in printing this book. Sir, please wave your hand so that children can see you. Welcome you, sir. We have many special invitees today. Okay, they are educators from various institutions as well as parents of Madhava Kripa School present here. A very warm welcome to all of you. First of all, I would like to thank you for taking out time to be here this morning and to witness this book launch event. A very warm welcome to you all. Big round of claps. Yes. I welcome all our teachers and non-teaching staff for this program. And a very big welcome to all you little ones of grade 1. Yes, welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Jessie Andrews, to all of the wonderful students for such a warm welcome. I now request the cheeriest members of our audience, one of the students, to extend a floral welcome to your very own Miss Jessie Andrews. I would now like to invite Dr. Neeta Inamdar to grace us with her wisdom and insights into the themes and narratives of the book.
Good morning, children. And good morning, all teachers and all those who are present here. I really don't know how to go ahead with this address. Generally, we do that with much ease, but with little children in front of us, those who are looking forward to have an interaction with Nidhi in some time, I see them already eager to interact with Nidhi. How many of you watched Nidhi? You know who Nidhi is? Yes, you saw her earlier. And also Minchu. Who is Minchu? Who's the girl there in the picture earlier? Nidhi, no? And who is with her? Who is Minchu? Dog, her pet, right? So the entire story, all the stories in the book, there are 15 little stories, and in all the stories there is Nidhi who is playing with Minchu, and also she learns a lot of things about how to do her homework on time, how to interact, how to respect parents and grandparents, how to play outside, all these things she is doing in the book. Okay, so you will learn about Nidhi and Minchu immediately after this particular little event. Okay, and maybe when it comes to, I don't know how, if there are also teachers and a few parents, as I'm told. So when we conceived this idea of the book, idea was to introduce small some ethics to children, particularly personal, relational, familial, social and environmental ethics. We don't know how to introduce them to children, because when we look outside, we see a lot of problems in the world around, and some of these are problems of lack of ethics in very small little things. And this is where we thought of bringing this kind of an intervention, a small intervention, and we are really committed to this particular book. This one today that we are presenting is the first book of this series, where Nidhi is 6 years old. How old are you people right now? 7, 6, okay. So Nidhi is also now 6 years old. She's just 1 year younger to you, but maybe next year she'll be 7, and after that she'll be 8 years old, and every year there'll be one book that will be presented. And teachers who are present here, I request you to go through the book and also give your feedback to us, what we have tried to cover in this particular book. I want you to read, and then we have made it a point, I'm just addressing teachers here, not to make it this is the moral of the story or this is how one should behave. We have dropped any should that can appear in a story. There are no shoulds in the story. That means that freedom to think and act needs to be provided to children, because we think they are innocent but as well smart to make the right decisions. And all that we need to do as elders, as parents or as teachers is just to facilitate that thinking and just be there in the background, and I'm sure they will make the right kind of decisions about smallest of the things, be it segregating the garbage at home, be it the use of plastic, or avoiding the use of plastic to say to children, or whether it is about standing in a queue when you are wherever you are queuing up for something. It's as simple as that, but we have tried to do that through the book, and I wish the teachers and parents here take it forward from here. Before the children get restless, I think I'll close here and present the book to you in a while. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Neeta, for offering us such interesting insights. Now, It's time for the highlight of our event. Everyone is ready? I can't hear you. I think I heard you loud and clear. So it's time for the grand release of the book. Please welcome our esteemed guests, Dr. Virupaksha Devaramane, Ms. Radhika Pai, Ms. Jessie Andrews, Dr. Neeta Inamdar, and Ms. Rucha Sahasrabuddhe to do the honors. Now we can't do it without loud claps from the students. Also, did you know there's a surprise that comes with every book? Can you guess what it is? Correct, you get to know more about Nidhi and Minchu, but you also get a box of crayons along with the book. So you can color as you read. Who is excited? That's good. Okay, so now we are indeed honored to have Dr. Virupaksha Devaramane with us today. It is my great pleasure. Everyone's still raising hands. So excited for crayons? Very good. So after this, let's see who does a lot of coloring and reading. It is my great pleasure to formally introduce our esteemed chief guest for this event. Dr. Virupaksha Devaramane is a distinguished consultant psychiatrist at Dr. A.V. Baliga Memorial Hospital in Udupi. With an impressive academic background, he has completed his MBBS from JJM Medical College and has earned a DNB in psychiatry. Dr. Devaramane is recognized as a valuable resource person, renowned for his insightful workshop and public talks. His expertise spans school mental health, special school mental health, public mental health, and women's self-help groups, and covers diverse topics ranging from adolescent issues to stress management and substance abuse prevention. In addition to his clinical work, Dr. Devaramane is an accomplished author of 8 books in Kannada on various concepts from preventative psychiatry to strengthening human connections. His dedication towards extends to community engagement, utilizing platforms such as TV and radio to raise awareness of mental health issues and the emotional problems faced by children of alcoholic parents. His commitment has earned him the S.S. Jairam Award for Mental Health Writing, reflecting his profound impact on society and unwavering dedication to improve mental well-being. I now invite our esteemed chief guest to address the audience and share a few words with us.
Good morning, everyone. So, indeed, it's a great honor to be here for 2 reasons. One thing is I am involved with this Nidhi and Minchu. It's a big step in the field of the area concerned to me, that is children, parenting. So I would stumble for words if some parents ask, can you suggest a book for our children? So nowadays telling a book for children is not that easy. Yes, there are numerous books in our libraries, but many times when we hold them to tell stories to our children, in very second line we have to search for dictionary again. What is the meaning of this? So now adding books to our own library which are very, very, very local and connected to ourselves, it matters a lot. Of course, all of us have grown up reading books. Definitely reading books have shaped our character, our personality. Books have played very big role in making all of us. I hope you all agree. But many times we have read some books where we didn't understand what that meant, or we had been to that places or some cultural celebrations in the book, we did not understand what it was. So always we all felt that there is need for books which are very, very local and connected to our heart, our culture and our surroundings more practically. There is no word in this book which a child cannot understand. At the max, immediately a parent can answer instantaneously without opening any dictionary. So that is taken care of. So I felt really happy and envious too that Rucha and Neeta madam, they have come up with such a wonderful book. Whenever I see books for children, immediately without second thought, without bargaining, I will buy books for children. I am happy that I have used collections of books for my children. I am also sad that most of the books will not be opened by my children. Because they are so difficult in the second line. When they start reading, they lose interest very easily. Of course, they make us read. So we wanted some books the children can read on their own. Maybe here and there they can ask. So that was an interesting. Madam came to my house to give the first copy for the release program, and immediately after Madam left, I was surprised to see my daughter sitting and reading the book. And these 2-3 days she has almost finished, I think 90% of the book, 95% of the book she has finished. That means it kept her reading. It didn't stop. It kept her reading. So story reading is one part. Second part, they have already highlighted, there is a crayon box with the book. That is another angle, that all the pictures, now they have shown in colorful pictures in that video, but in the book they are black and white, and children are expected to fill the colors of their choices. That is a wonderful activity, because many times in the books most of the pages will be filled with words, very less pictures. This has more pictures where they can draw and paint with crayons. A big hats up to the person who has done that illustrations. Is he here? Mr. Sanjay? Wonderfully done. Yes, you will like the pictures. You should read completely, and after each chapter you have to draw. Okay, so you are learnt with reading, you have learnt few new words, and you have learnt drawing also. Afterwards what happens? There is a small little homework, interesting homework, very, very little homework which you will enjoy. And after completing this, they have read a story, they have learned to draw a figure, and they would have learnt a life skill. See, books are very important for the children. One thing is to improve their creativity, their imagination. When they read a chapter about going to Kapu beach and climbing the what's that? Lighthouse. So when they are reading, they are imagining that they are going to the top of the lighthouse, and they can visualize all ships from far place. And my daughter is already after me to take her to lighthouse to see the lighthouse. So that means you have succeeded to create an interest in a child. To thank God you didn't show a different places in that. So that is creating an interest in the child to see that place, that I should go, I should climb, and I should also count the steps of that lighthouse. Creativity, imagination, this comes through books, reading through books. Here and there they have incorporated completely. Wherever Nidhi goes, the Minchu also is there. And Minchu, the author creates the compassion for the animal. There are times when this dog creates problems to her, but at the same time, when she gets angry with the dog, very soon she will realize that it is very kind, it is very friendly. So she forgives, she learns to forgive. And since Nidhi is a school going child, she meets with some problems in the school also. There are times when she forgets to do her homework and she is caught with the teacher, and just to escape, she tells a lie to the teacher that she couldn't do, and she reports it to father, and father corrects it. It's okay, sometimes we may not be able to do homework, but be truthful to the teacher. And next day she corrects it by telling the truth. So all these, whatever we say, morals, values, if we say it as a separate class, we'll teach values. Today, full day we'll teach life skills. Today, full day we'll teach values. It doesn't happen. It has to come through on a daily basis in a routine, in our routine. And best way is, though we cannot teach that children to be prompt, children to be punctual, children to be kind, children to be courageous, children to be very truthful to the family, children to share their worries. We may not get special time in a day, but we can sit with them, we can read with them. That is one thing parents we can do, that we can read story with them. Reading a story, it is improving your bonding with the child. You can sit together, you can lie down together and then read the story for them. They will remember those moments. Apart from learning the story and values, your bonding with the child is also increased. So I am sure this kind of effort, see, very specifically, it is growing with Nidhi, children's stories for the kind, curious and courageous children. So we are here to make kind, curious and courageous children. What more is required if a book can make our children kind as well as courageous and not letting down their curiosity? The intention is very clear. I am sure this is a book of its own kind. Maybe it will become talk of the town very soon. May this book gain its popularity and reach all over the world, and let the people, as we were looking around the world, that where is this place, where is this Copper Beach, where is this city of Manipal, so they would come and look for it. And each chapter, as Madam initially briefed, not only it's a story, it also has some day-to-day civic responsibilities. We need not keep all civic responsibilities only when we are grown up and then we start doing it. So whatever the acts the mother is doing at home, she can immediately, very simple way, she can teach it to the children. So only when they read it through the books, they may probably remember it to perform the same thing. I had read this in that book, so let's follow it. Most often children do this and they will remind us that we had read this in that book. So I wish Rucha Sahasrabuddhe and my own mentor Dr. Neeta Inamdar, we are eager for the part 2, part 3, part 4, because we have missed this when we were 6 and when we were 7. So we are eager. And I was discussing with my good friend Samvartha that this book has to come in Kannada also. There are books, at least good number of books in English to age appropriate, but what we lack is in local languages. Age appropriate books, and we have enough books for children. Say anybody who talks of children books, they talk about Panchatantra, they talk of Ramakrishna Paramahamsa stories, they talk about Ramayana, Mahabharata, they're all, but they're not, made it so simple for the children. Somebody has to read it and explain. Each word they have to write with at least, so with so much of difficulty. A small word, they cannot, repeat it, write it. So, I am also hoping for the book in all the regional languages, not just Kannada, all the regional languages very soon. It's like Kantara. Okay, let it become hit and pan-India book, and very soon let it come in all languages very soon. And if I am lucky enough, I'll come there to release the book too. I'm very happy to this school for making up all the Nidhis very wonderfully. They are brought up in a very nice way. I take this opportunity to all the teachers and the management for taking extra efforts to inculcate all those values, all those ethics, all those creativity in children through various different activities, because children come and report to us. As parents, we would have not done that for our own children, taking out time. So you have been taking out your extra efforts, reading up new things, updating yourself and trying to do all new things. As a parent, I appreciate sincere efforts of all those creative teachers who are willing to go one extra step to make your students' life better. They might not remember the subject you are taught, but how specially you created, you touched their life, they will definitely remember you. Thank you all teachers for your efforts. And children, who will read this? You all will read this? And paint the drawings? Very nice. So I wish you all the happy reading of Nidhi and Minchu, and very soon you will be going to get second series. I wish you all the best, and thank you Neeta madam for the wonderful opportunity to be amongst you today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your insightful words. But do you know who is also here amongst us? Would you like to take a guess? No? Me? I've been here since the beginning. Probably not as popular. But we have the illustrator of this book, Mr. Sanjay Nayak, who's here with us. A big round of applause for him, please. Come on, I'm sure I can get a bigger round of applause. I now request our chief guest, Dr. Devaramani, to present Mr. Sanjay with a copy. Did you like the drawings you saw on the screen? Were they your favorite? All the credits goes to Mr. Sanjay here. So shall we hear a bigger round of applause? I now invite Ms. Suruchi D'Souza for the vote of thanks.
Hello everyone. On behalf of Manipal Universal Press and Madhava Kripa School, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to every one of you with your presence today at this special occasion. The release of Nidhi and Minchu in the series Growing Up with Nidhi, a delightful addition to children's literature. First and foremost, we are highly grateful to our esteemed guests, Dr. Virupaksha Devramane, who, in spite of having other event to attend after this, has made time for this event. My special gratitude to esteemed correspondent of Madhava Kripa School, Ms. Radhika Pai, for being with us on this special occasion. A special thanks to Principal of Madhava Kripa School, Ms. Jessie Andrews, for your presence, invaluable help, and unwavering support and inspiring words for making this event truly worthwhile with your presence. We are truly grateful to Vice President Ms. Jyoti Santosh for gracing this book launch event with your presence. A special thanks to Ms. Shakilakshi Krishna for attending this event. We thank Headmistress Ms. Asha Nayak for being an integral part of this special occasion. Now I would like to express our deepest appreciation to our author, Ms. Rucha Sahasrabudhe, and our series editor, Dr. Neeta Inamdar, whose creativity and passion have brought forth this wonderful book. Your dedication to crafting stories that ignite young mind is truly inspiring, and we are thrilled to celebrate this milestone with you. We extend our sincere thanks to Manipal Universal Press for their invaluable support in bringing this book to life and making it accessible to young readers everywhere. Your commitment to nurturing talent and fostering a love for reading is commendable. A special note of appreciation goes to all contributors, editors, our illustrator, Mr. Sanjay Nayak, and everyone else involved in the making of this book. Your collective effort have culminated in a work of art that will undoubtedly captivate the imaginations of children and adults alike. And most important, a very special thanks to our lovely children who are the essence of this event. Can I get an applause for our dear children? Last but not the least, a big thank you to all the parents and teachers who play a pivotal role in cultivating a love for reading in our children. Your encouragement and guidance are instrumental in shaping the readers of tomorrow. A special thanks to the IT support, Mr. Pradeep, admin team led by Mr. Ramesh Bhatt, and support team, Mr. Sadanand of Madhava Kripa School. As we celebrate the release of Nidhi and Minchu in the series Growing Up with Nidhi, let us remember the magic of storytelling and the power it holds to inspire, educate, and entertain. May this book find its way into the heart and homes of many young readers, sparking their curiosity and nurturing their dreams. Once again, thank you all for being a part of this celebration. Let us continue to champion the importance of literature in shaping the minds and heart of our children. Thank you once again.
Thank you, Suruchi. As we conclude the formal program, I would like to call Ms. Richa to take the stage. But don't worry just yet, we have a lot of surprises in store for you, our fantastic audience. So are you excited? Yeah! And are you ready for the surprises? Yeah! Okay then. Richa, over to you.
Hi everyone. Hi. So, do you like listening to stories? Yes. Okay. So, we are going to read a story about a brave little girl and her good dog, Minchu. You know who this girl's name is? Yes, correct, Nidhi. We are going to read a story which is titled Stand Up to Bullies. Does anyone know who a bully is? You know? No? Okay. A bully is a person who is not nice. Is it good to be not nice? Correct. So a bully is a person who always likes troubling people, who is not nice. But Nidhi is a brave little girl, like all of you. You are all brave children, right? Yes. Okay. So let's read the story now. One morning, Nidhi lay in bed as her amma tried to wake her up. Nidhi, you will be late for school. Get up. She put her office bag on the chair and tried to lift her up. Nidhi dug into the bed, hiding from the sun. No, I don't want to go to school. She shook her head and shook it again. Nidhi, breakfast is ready. It's your favorite, Sheera. Her baba called from the kitchen. Nidhi peeked out, feeling hungry. Wake up, let's go have yum food. Her amma said, taking her uniform out. Go quickly, brush your teeth. Nidhi hopped out of bed and ran to the bathroom. After having yummy Sheera, taking a shower and getting dressed, she went to her amma, who was looking for her car keys. Amma, Minchu has the keys. Nidhi said, chasing Minchu. Minchu, drop the keys. Give them back, Minchu. Her baba held his hand out. Minchu gave him the keys and they all left the house together. That evening, after Nidhi came back from school, she could not wait to play in the playground. Pintu, Pooja, Nidhi and Minchu. Who are Pintu and Pooja? Yes, correct, her friends. So Pintu, Pooja, Nidhi and Minchu ran to the play area. Ajja followed, staying with Minchu. There was a big boy from the senior grade on the swings, but they also wanted to play on the swings. So they waited. They stood in line and waited and waited. But the boy and his friend kept on playing. We also want to play, Nidhi told him. We are playing, can't you see, stupid? The boy replied with a mean look. Hey, don't talk to my friend like that, Pintu said, crossing his arms. And it is our turn, she is right. We will tell you when your turn comes, the boy replied, swinging faster and faster on the swing. His feet hit Pintu in the stomach. Pintu fell down and got hurt. He started crying. Pintu, are you okay? Nidhi said, going to him. Pooja followed, helping him up. They gave him some water and made him sit on a bench. Nidhi then went back to the swings and told the mean boy, what you did to Pintu was not nice. You have played 15 minutes, now we will also play 15 minutes. Let's take turns and play one after other, okay? The boy laughed at Nidhi and pushed her too, saying no loudly. Then Nidhi got really angry. And you know what she did? She called Minchu. Minchu came barking and chased the big boy, who ran and did not stop running until he reached his house. Minchu, come back, called Nidhi. Thank you, Minchu, she said, scratching Minchu's chin. Hearing the noise, Ajja came to see what happened. The big boy had run away. What happened? Are you hurt? Said Ajja. Yes, Ajja. That mean boy pushed Pintu and then me. I also fought back, and then Minchu chased him all the way to his house. She giggled. Ajja checked to see if they were hurt and then said, if this happens again, you can tell us or your parents or the boy's parents and try not to fight. Okay, Ajja, we are okay now, Nidhi replied. Pintu and Pooja nodded. Yes, and that is the most important thing, said Ajja. Can we go play now? They ran off without waiting for Ajja's reply. Did you like this story? Yes. Okay. Do you want to know more stories like this? So, in this book, you have a story about a lighthouse adventure on the beach. You also have another story about the night and the stars and the moon and an astronaut. Does anyone know who an astronaut is? Yes. Tell me. Who is an astronaut? Correct, they fly in the rocket. Yes, they go to the moon, correct. Yes, they explore other planets. So there is a... Sorry? Yes, and they take a picture of the earth from far, far away. Right? So there is a story about an astronaut, and there is also a story where Nidhi travels to Mysuru. You all know Mysore? Yes, so she travels there for the Dasara fair. So would you like to read all the stories in this book? And do you also know that in this book there are fun activities for you to do at the end of the book? And there are also drawings that you can color, like this one. And will you like to color 2 pictures from this book now? Yes? Okay, so we are going to color this picture picture and this picture, okay? Yes, and the winner, you know what the winner gets? The winner of the coloring competition? The winners get this book. So, are you all excited for the coloring competition? Yay! Okay, do you all have your crayons ready? Okay, let's start.
Before we begin with all the exciting coloring, I would like to invite Dr. Neeta to give a token of appreciation to Miss Jessie and Miss Radhika for all the help and, of course, for being a wonderful resource. Students, could you all give a big round of applause? Bigger. Bigger.